You ever just get fed up? Whether you're being criticized publicly, personally, or professionally, I'm glad you joined me on Coffee with Dubs because today, that's our topic. Now let's jump in. Hey everybody, welcome in. You know, lately, I've been thinking a lot about the way we treat each other. Not on politics, not on social media, just ordinary conversations between ordinary people. The little comments we make without thinking, the assumptions we make about people's lives, the moments where we choose criticism before curiosity. I think we've become incredibly good at spotting weakness in one another. We notice when someone stumbles over their words, when they make a mistake, when they don't meet our expectations, or when they seem different from us. Those memories stick in our minds far longer than moments when someone quietly does something admirable. Somewhere along the way, criticism became effortless while encouragement started feeling really unusual. What's strange is most of us already have someone criticizing us all day long. It's the voice that wakes up before we do. The one that points out every flaw in the mirror, reminds us of every awkward conversation we've ever had, and whispers, "You weren't ready for that. You're not talented enough. You're not attractive enough. You don't deserve things you hope for." Most people don't need another critic in their life. They already carry one everywhere they go. And I'll let you in a little secret that might surprise you. I struggle with confidence every day, which is funny when you think about it because here I am, asking you to spend a few minutes every morning listening to me talk over a cup of coffee. Confidence is something people assume I have because they've only seen the finished video. What they don't usually see is that I'm standing alone in a public place with a camera. I'm a 43-year-old talking to a lens while strangers walk by wondering what the hell it is I'm doing. And every time someone comes into view, I can feel my body change. My shoulders tighten, my breathing gets shallow, my vision starts to narrow, and suddenly, I'm not thinking about the story anymore. I'm thinking about being watched. If you've been with Coffee with Dubs for a while, you've probably noticed something without realizing it. Some of my most calmest episodes were recorded immediately after I completely lost my shit off camera. Maybe it was because my microphone stopped working, or I stumbled through the script 5 times. Maybe a cyclist rode past at the wrong moment, or my phone buzzed with another message that pulled my mind somewhere else. Those little interruptions pile up on top of each other until it feels like my own thoughts are slipping through my fingers. In fact, they're happening right now. Years ago, moments like that would have ruined the rest of my day. Now, I have something I didn't have before: breathwork. Breathwork didn't remove the stressful moments from my life. It didn't magically make people quieter or cameras cooperate or technology behave itself. It has changed the way my body responded to those moments though. Instead of letting stress control my breathing, I've learned that breathing can take control of my stress. And that sounds almost too simple until you experience it. When anxiety takes over, your body acts like you're in danger. Even when you're perfectly safe, your breathing speeds up, your muscles tighten, your thoughts scatter, and before long, you're reacting to emotions instead of reality. Learning how to interrupt that cycle has probably done more in my life than almost any other thing I've ever practiced. And I need it because there are people who count on me. Family, friends, readers, the people who watch these morning videos. If I let every anxious thought convince me to stay quiet, none of this exists. Bolt doesn't grow, Coffee with Dubs disappears, and conversations like this never happen because I listen to the loudest voice in my head instead of the truest one. The thing is, I don't believe I'm unique. I think almost everyone's carrying something invisible. Some people are grieving someone they haven't told anyone about yet. Some are terrified to lose their job. Some are trying to hold a marriage together, and others are fighting battles with depression, anxiety, loneliness, addiction, and a lifetime of feeling like they were simply just not enough. We cross paths with these people every single day without knowing any of it, and yet we can be so careless of one another.
A sarcastic comment, condescending tone, a moment of public embarrassment that becomes a joke to everyone else. We rarely stop and ask whether the other person standing in front of us has enough strength left to absorb one more blow. We assume they'll be fine because we only see a few minutes of their day, not hours that came before they arrived. Imagine if we reversed that instinct. Imagine if our first reaction was to notice the effort instead of the flaws, to encourage instead of compare, to build up confidence instead of quietly dismantling it one comment at a time. None of us knows how close a person across from us actually is to giving up on those things that matter so deeply to them. And sometimes that single sentence of encouragement carries a lot more weight than we ever get a chance to witness. And I've been thinking a lot about that lately because I know what those encouraging voices have done for me over the years. There were people who believed in my artwork before I believed in it. People who reminded me to keep creating when I wanted to quit. People who saw something worth protecting when all I could see were my own shortcomings. I honestly don't know if Bolt Voltage would have ever existed without these people or those moments, because confidence doesn't always appear on its own. Sometimes it's borrowed from people who see something in us before we see it in ourselves. Maybe that's a responsibility we all share. Not to fix everyone else's problems, not to pretend life is easy, just to leave people a little stronger than we found them. The world already has enough voices reminding people why they might fail. Maybe it needs a few more people willing to remind them why they still have a chance. So thank you for joining me on another pour of Coffee with Dubs. Until next time, remember that everyone you meet is fighting a battle you'll probably never see. If you have the opportunity to become a voice in another person's head, make it be one they hope they hear again. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out of here.